And actually, I just wanted to make this one quick announcement because it's the anniversary of a very auspicious day. I heard that it was 30 years ago today that Jayanti and her family lived in Talavana. So, Jayanti Saki, the cowherd girl, please.
You want to have kirtan again or just read?
Read as you like.
Right, there was a lot of kirtan, so. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Tyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So continue reading the appearance of Nrishimha. Thank you. The Lord slays the king of the demons. Many of the people weren't here this morning. Some of you were here. So what should I do? Should I recap a few verses?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we'll start with chapter Adhyaya 8, Skanda 7. That means 7th canto, 8th chapter. Text 17. Shloka 17. Satyam vidhatum nijabritya bhashitam vyaptim cha bhutesh teshva kileshu chatmanaha adrishyatatyadbhutarupad udvahan stamve sabhayam namrigam namanusham. Translation: to prove that the statement of his servant Prahlad Maharaj was substantial. In other words, to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere, even within the pillar of an assembly hall, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, exhibited a wonderful form never before seen. The form was neither that of a man nor that of a lion. Thus the Lord appeared in his wonderful form in the assembly hall. Sasatvamenam parito vipashyan stambhasya madhyad anunirjihanam nayam mrigo napi naro vichitram aho kinetam nigmagendra rupam. While Hiranyakashipu looked all around to find the source of the sound, that wonderful form of the Lord, which could not be ascertained to be either a man or a lion, emerged from the pillar. In amazement, Hiranyakashipu wondered, what is this creature that is half man and half lion? This morning we didn't read the purport, so we'll read the purport. A demon cannot calculate the unlimited potency of the Supreme Lord. As stated in the Vedas, Parasya Shaktir Vividhaiva Shruyate Swabhaviki Jnana Bala Kriyacha. The different potencies of the Lord are always working as an automatic exhibition of His knowledge. For a demon, it is certainly wonderful that the form of a lion and the form of a man can be united, since a demon has no experience of the inconceivable power for which the Supreme Lord is called all-powerful. Demons cannot understand the omnipotence of the Lord. They simply compare the Lord to one of them. Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanumashvikam. Mudhas, rascals, think that Krishna is an ordinary human being who appears for the benefit of other human beings. Param bhavam ajanantaha. Fools, rascals, and demons cannot realize the supreme potency of the Lord. But He can do anything and everything. Indeed, He can do whatever He likes. When Hiranyakashipu received benedictions from Lord Brahma, he thought that he was safe, since he received a benediction that he would not be killed either by an animal or a human being. He never thought that an animal and human being would be combined so that the demons like him would be puzzled by such a form. This is the meaning of the Supreme Personality of Godhead's omnipotence. Continue?
Can you explain the
Sure.
Nrishimhadeva Rupa?
Nrishimhadeva Rupam. So in the word for word, Padapat, it says the form of both man and the king of the beasts, the lions. Nri is man, and Mriga is animal, not specifically the lion. But when Indra is mentioned, that's the king of animals. The lion is the king of animals. So Mrigendra Rupam. Rupam is form. So yeah, the Lord appears at this time, dusk, in that Leela, millions of years ago. Half man, half lion. So in order to substantiate not only that he could come from a pillar, but also that the word of Brahma would not be broken. Brahma gave a benediction to the demon, Hiranyakashipu, that he wouldn't be killed by a man or an animal. So the combined form is neither a man, neither an animal. So Brahma's word is kept intact. So suddenly he appeared. Then what happened when he appeared comes next, which we heard in the morning. But some devotees who are here, quite a few, were not here. Anyway, hearing it again, nothing wrong. So 19 to 22. Mimamsa sama, mimamsa manasya, samuttito grato, nrisimha rupas, tadalam bhayanakam, pratapta chami karachandalochanam, sfurat satha keshara drim vitananam, karala damstram karavala chanchala, shuranta jitvam, Vrikuti mukolvanam, stabdhor dvakarnam, girikandadadbhuta, vyathasya nasam, hanubheda bhishanam, divisprishat kayam, adhirga pivara, grivoru bhakshastala, malpamadhyamam, chandrangshu gaurair, Urgauraish Churitam Tanuruhair Vishvag Bhujani Kashatam Nakayudham Durasadam Sarvani Jeta Rayudha Praveka Vidravita Daitya Danavam. Translation: Hiranyakashipu studied the form of the Lord. trying to decide who the form of Nrishimhadeva standing before him was. The Lord's form was extremely fearsome because of his angry eyes, which resembled molten gold. His shining mane, which expanded the dimensions of his fearful face, his deadly teeth, and his razor-sharp tongue, which moved about like a dueling sword. His ears were erect and motionless, and his nostrils and gaping mouth appeared like caves of a mountain. His jaws parted fearfully, and his entire body touched the sky. His neck was very short and thick, his chest broad, his waist thin, and the hairs on his body as white as the rays of the moon. His arms, which resembled flanks of soldiers, spread in all directions as he killed the demons, rogues, and atheists with his conch shell, disc, club, lotus, and other natural weapons. There's no purport. Prayena meyam harino rumaina vadasprito nena samudyatena kim evam bruvangs tvabhyapadhar gadayudho nadan nrsimham pratidaitya kunjaraha. Hiranyakashipu murmured to himself, Lord Vishnu, who possesses great mystic power, has made this plan to kill me. But what is the use of such an attempt? Who can fight with me? Thinking like this and taking up his club, Hiranyakashipu attacked the Lord like an elephant. There is a short purport. In the jungle, there are sometimes fights between lions and elephants. Here the Lord appeared like a lion, and Hiranyakashipu, unafraid of the Lord, attacked him like an elephant. Generally, the elephant is defeated by the lion, and therefore the comparison in this verse is appropriate. Alakshito gro patitaf patangamo yata nrsimho jasi so surastada natad vichitram kalu sapvadhamni swatejasa yonu purabibattamaha. Just as a small insect falls forcefully into a fire, and the insignificant creature becomes invisible, when Hiranyakashipu attacked the Lord, who was full of effulgence, Hiranyakashipu became invisible. This is not at all astonishing, for the Lord is always situated in pure goodness. Formerly, during creation, he entered the dark universe and illuminated it by his spiritual effulgence. Shall we read the purport? It's a bigger one. Or should we just go on with the verses? Go on? Okay. Tato vipadyabhyahanam mahasuro rushan nrsimham gadayoru vegaya tam vikramantam sakadam gadadharo mahoragam takshasuto yatha grahit. Thereafter the great demon Hiranyakashipu, who was extremely angry, swiftly attacked Nrishimhadeva with his club and began to beat him. Lord Nrishimhadeva, however, captured the great demon along with his club, just as Garuda might capture a great snake. Satasya hastot kalitas tada suro vikridato yadva vadahir garutmataha asadvamanyanta krito kaso mara Ganachadha Bharata Sarva Dishnapaha. O Yudhishthir, O great son of Bharata, when Lord Nrsimhadeva gave Hiranyakashipu a chance to slip from his hand, just as Garuda sometimes plays with a snake and lets it slip from his mouth, the demigods who had lost their abodes and who were hiding behind the clouds for fear of the demon did not consider that incident very good. Indeed, they were perturbed. Tammanyamano nijavirya shankitam yad vas tamukto nrihari mahasuraha punasthamasam sajjata kanga charmani pragrihya vegena Shramo Mridhe. When Hiranyakashipu was freed from the hands of Nrishimhadeva, he falsely thought that the Lord was afraid of his prowess. Therefore, after taking a little rest from the fight, he took up his sword and shield and again attacked the Lord with great force. Tam Shena Vegam Shatachandra Vatmabhir Vish Charam Tamat Chidram Uparyadho Harihi Kritvata Hasam Karam Utsvanulbanam Nimilitaksham Jagrihe Mahajavaha. Making a loud, shrill sound of laughter, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana, who is extremely strong and powerful, captured Hiranyakashipu, who was protecting himself with his sword and shield, leaving no gaps open. With the speed of a hawk, Hiranyakashipu moved sometimes in the sky and sometimes on the earth, his eyes closed because of fear of Nrishimhadeva's laughter. Vishvakspuram tam grahanaturam harir vyalo yathakum kulishakshvatacham dvaryurumapatya dadara lilaya nakhayaryatahim garudo mahavisham. As a snake captures a mouse or Garuda captures a very venomous snake, Lord Nrishimhadeva captured Hiranyakashipu, who could not be pierced even by the thunderbolt of King Indra. As Hiranyakashipu moved his limbs here, there, and all around, very much afflicted at being captured, Lord Nrishimhadeva placed the demon on his lap, supporting him with his thighs, and in the doorway of the assembly hall, the Lord very easily tore the demon to pieces with the nails of his hand. Purport? Anyone? Or continue? Purport? Hiranyakashipu had received from Lord Brahma the benediction that he would not die on the land or in the sky. Therefore, to keep the promise of Lord Brahma intact, Nrishimhadeva placed Hiranyakashipu's body on his lap, which was neither land nor sky. Hiranyakashipu had received the benediction that he would not die either during the day or at night. Therefore, to keep this promise of Brahma, the Lord killed Hiranyakashipu in the evening, which is the end of day and the beginning of night, but is neither day nor night. Hiranyakashipu had taken a benediction from Lord Brahma that he would not die from any weapon or be killed by any person, dead or alive. Therefore, just to keep the word of Lord Brahma, Nrishimhadeva pierced Hiranyakashipu's body with his nails, which were not weapons and which were neither living nor dead. Indeed, the nails can be called dead, but at the same time they can be said to be alive. To keep intact all of Lord Brahma's benedictions, Lord Nrishimhadeva paradoxically but very easily killed the great demon Hiranyakashipu. So this is the essence of the appearance of Nrsimha, that he killed the great demon. And these are the original verses. So it's nice to hear that on this day and at this time. It's getting closer to this time, but we won't be able to go till that time. Because here the sun sets a bit later. Continue?
Sure.
We have time. Actually, theoretically, it's supposed to go till 7:30. Right? But I guess there'll be a signal from inside, huh? When the prasad is ready. Any comment on that, Mataji?
What time is it?
It looks like 6:45.
7 o'clock. 7
It's
o'clock.
already 7?
Yep.
7.
Oh, it is 7. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, that's the second hand, I guess. I don't know. No, it's working. It's 7. I see the big hand is up at 7. So shall we continue? Okay. Text 30. Samrambhadha dush preksha Karala Lochano Vyathananantam Vilihan Swajibhaya Asrig Lavaktaruna Kesharanano Yatrantramali Dvipahatyaya Harihi. Lord Nrishimhadev's mouth and mane were sprinkled with drops of blood, and his fierce eyes, full of anger, were impossible to look at. Licking the edge of his mouth with his tongue, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Nrishimhadev, decorated with a garland of intestines taking from Hiranyakashipu's abdomen, resembled a lion that has just killed an elephant. Nakankurot patiha Hrit saroruham visrijya tasyanujharanudayudhan aham samastan nakashaskrapani bhir dor dandayutonu pathan sahasrashaha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who had many, many arms, first uprooted Hiranyakashipu's heart and then threw him aside and turned toward the demon soldiers. These soldiers had come in thousands to fight with him with raised weapons and were very faithful followers of Hiranyakashipu. But Lord Nrishimhadev killed all of them merely with the ends of his nails. Satavadhuta jaladha praratvatam grihascha tadrishtivi mushtaro chishaha ambhodayashvasahatha vichakshubhur nirhrid abhita digibha vichakrushuhu. The hair on Nrishimhadev's head shook the clouds and scattered them here and there. His glaring eyes stole the effulgence of the luminaries in the sky, and his breathing agitated the seas and oceans. Because of his roaring, all the elephants in the world began to cry in fear. Dyotatsatot kshipta vimana sankula protsarpata kshmacha padabipidita shaila samutpetur amushyaram hasan tattejasakam kakubho narejire. Airplanes were thrown into outer space and the upper planetary system by the hair on Lord Nrishimhadev's head. Because of the pressure of the Lord's lotus feet, the earth appeared to slip from its position, and all the hills and mountains sprang up due to his intolerable force. Because of the Lord's bodily effulgence, both the sky and all directions diminished in their natural illumination. Tatasabhayam upavishta muktame nripasane sambrita tejasam vibhum alakshitat vair ratamat yamarshanam prachanda vakramna babhaja kashchana. Manifesting a full effulgence and fearsome countenance, Lord Nrsimha, being very angry and finding no contestant to face his power and opulence, then sat down in the assembly hall on the excellent throne of the king, Hiranyakashipu. Because of fear and obedience, no one could come forward to serve the Lord directly. I think that's where we left off in the morning. Vishamya loka trayamasta kajvaram tamadi daityam harina ihatam mridhe praharsha vekot kalitana namuhu prasuna varshair vavrishusurastriyaha. Oh, this I think we read also. Hiranyakashipu had been exactly like a fever of meningitis. We read that, right, in the morning? In the head of the three worlds. Thus, when the wives of the demigods in the heavenly planets saw that the great demon had been killed by the personal hands of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, their faces blossomed in great joy. The wives of the demigods again and again showered flowers from heaven upon Lord Nrishimhadev like rain. Tada vimana valibhir nabhastalam Diprikshatam Sankulam Asanakinam Suranakha Dhundhuvayotav Jagnire Gandharva Mukya Nanritur Jagustriyaha. At that time, the airplanes of the demigods who desired to see the activities of the Supreme Lord Narayana clouded the sky. The demigods began beating drums and kettle drums, and upon hearing them, the angelic women began to dance, while the chiefs of the Gandharvas sang sweetly. We read that also in the morning. Tatro Pavrajya Vibudha Brahmendra Girishadayaha Rishayaf Pitaras Siddha Vidyadhara Manoragaha Manavaf Prajanam Patayo Gandharvapsara Charanaha Yakshach Kim Purushastatra Vetalasah Kinnaraha Te Vishnu Parshadas Sarve Sunanda Kumudadayaha Murdhni Badhanjali Puta Asinam Tivratejasam Idhire Narashardulam Nati Durachara Prithak. My dear King Yudhishthir, the demigods then approached the Lord. They were headed by Lord Brahma, King Indra, and Lord Shiva, and included great saintly persons and the residents of Pitri Loka, Siddha Loka, Vidyadhara Loka, and the planet of the snakes. The Manus approached, and so did the chiefs of various other planets. The angelic dancers approached, as did the Gandharvas, Charanas, Yakshas, the inhabitants of Kinnara Loka, the Vetalas, the inhabitants of Kim Purusha Loka, and the personal servants of Vishnu like Sunanda and Kumuda. All of them came near the Lord, who glowed with intense light. They individually offered their obeisances and prayers, their hands folded at their heads. Shri Brahmovacha Natosmya Nantaya Duranta Shaktaye Vichitra Viryaya Pavitra Karmane Vishvasya Sargastiti Sam Yaman Pugunai Swalilaya Sandatate Vyayatmane. Lord Brahma prayed, my dear Lord, you are unlimited and you possess unending potencies. No one can estimate or calculate your prowess and wonderful influence. For your actions are never polluted by the material energy. Through the material qualities, you very easily create the universe, maintain it, and again annihilate it. Yet you remain the same without deterioration. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Shri Rudra Uvacha Kopakalo Gunantaste Hato Yam Asurolpakaha Tatsutam Pahyupasritam Bhaktam Te Bhaktavatsala. Lord Shiva said, the end of the millennium is the time for your anger. Now that this insignificant demon Hiranyakashipu has been killed, O my Lord, who are naturally affectionate to your devotee, kindly protect his son Prahlad Maharaj, who is standing nearby as your fully surrendered devotee. Shri Indra Uvacha Pratyanita Param Bhavata Trayata Naswabhaga Daityakantam Hridaya Kamalam Tadgriham Pratyabodhi Kalagrastam Kiyadidamo Nata Shushrushatam Te Muktistesham Nahi Bahumata Narasimha Paraikim. King Indra said, O Supreme Lord, you are our deliverer and protector. Our shares of sacrifices which are actually yours have been recovered from the demon by you. Because the demoniac king Hiranyakashipu was most fearsome, our hearts, which are your permanent abode, were all overtaken by him. Now, by your presence, the gloom and darkness in our hearts have been dissipated. O Lord, for those who always engage in your service, which is more exalted than liberation, all material opulence is insignificant. They do not care for liberation, not to speak of the benefits of kama, artha, and dharma. Shri Rishaya Uchuhu Tvam Nastapaf Paramamatha Yadatma Tejo Yene Damadi Purushatmagatam Sasartha Tad Vipraluptam Amunadya Sharanya Pala Rakshagrahita Vapusha Punaranvamamstaha. All the saintly persons present offered their prayers in this way. O Lord, O supreme maintainer of those sheltered at your lotus feet, O original personality of Godhead, the process of austerity and penance in which you instructed us before is the spiritual power of your very self. It is by austerity that you create the material world which lies dormant within you. This austerity was almost stopped by the activities of this demon. But now, by yourself appearing in the form of Nrishimhadeva, which is meant just to give us protection, and by killing this demon, you have again approved the process of austerity. Shri Pitir Uchuhu Shradhani no Dhi Bubuje Prasam Tanujair Tattani Tirtas Samayepya Bhivat Vilambu Tasyodaran Nakha Vidir Navapad Ya Archat Tasmai Namo Nriharaye Kila Dharma Goptre. The inhabitants of Pitri Loka prayed, let us offer our respectful obeisances unto Lord Nrishimhadeva, the maintainer of the religious principles of the universe. He has killed Hiranyakashipu, the demon, who by force enjoyed all the offerings of the Shraddha ceremonies performed by our sons and grandsons on the anniversaries of our death, and who drank the water with sesame seeds offered in holy places of pilgrimage. By killing this demon, O Lord, you have taken back all this stolen property from his abdomen by piercing it with your nails. We therefore wish to offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Shri Siddha Uchuhu Yono Gatim Yoga Siddham Asadhur Aharshid Yoga Tapo Balena Nana Darpam Tam Nakair Vidadara Tasmai Tubhyam Pranatasmo Nrsimha. The inhabitants of Siddhaloka prayed, O Lord Nrishimhadeva, because we belong to Siddhaloka, we automatically achieve perfection in all 8 kinds of mystic power. Yet, Hiranyakashipu was so dishonest that by the strength of his power and austerity, he took away our powers. Thus, he became very proud of his mystic strength. Now, because this rogue has been killed by your nails, we offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Shri Vidyadhara Uchuhu Vidyam Pritadharana Yanuradham Yashedadhajyo Balivirya Drittaha Sayena Sankye Pashuvadhastham Maya Nrisimham Pranatasma Nityam. The inhabitants of Vidyadhara Loka prayed, our acquired power to appear and disappear in various ways according to varieties of meditation, was banned by that foolish Hiranyakashipu because of his pride in his superior bodily strength and his ability to conquer others. Now the Supreme Personality of Godhead has killed him, just as if the demon were an animal. Unto that supreme pastime form of Lord Nrishimhadeva, we eternally offer our respectful obeisances. Shri Naga Uchuhu Yena Papena Ratnani Sri Ratnani Hritani Naha Tadvakshapatane Nasam Dattananda Namostute. The inhabitants of Nagaloka said, the most sinful Hiranyakashipu took away all the jewels on our hoods and all of our beautiful wives. Now, since his chest has been pierced by your nails, you are the source of all pleasure to our wives. Therefore, we together offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Shri Manava Uchuhu Manavo Vayam Tavanidesha Kakarino Diti Jena Deva Paribhuta Setavaha Bhavata Kalassa Upasangrihat Prabho Karavama Te Kimanushadi Kinkaran. All the Manus offered their prayers as follows. As your order carriers, O Lord, we, the Manus, are the lawgivers for human society. But because of the temporary supremacy of this great demon, Hiranyakashipu, our laws for maintaining Varnashram Dharma were destroyed. O Lord, now that you have killed this great demon, we are in our normal condition. Kindly order us, your eternal servants, what to do now. Shri Prajapataya Uchuhu Prajesha Vayante Paresha Bhishrishta Nayena Prajavai Srijamo Nishiddhaha Saesha Tvaya Bhinnavakshanushete Jagan Mangalam Sattvamurte Vataraha. The Prajapatis, Manu and the Prajapatis, right? The Prajapatis offered their prayers as follows. O Supreme Lord, Lord of even Brahma and Shiva, we the Prajapatis were created by you to execute your orders. But we were forbidden by Hiranyakashipu to create any more good progeny. Now the demon is lying dead before us, his chest pierced by you. Let us therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto you, whose incarnation in this form of pure goodness is meant for the welfare of the entire universe. Keep going. What say Mataji? There's nobody directing, huh?
Maybe I can go check with Maharani, Mataji, or Devendra and see what.
Well, that would be kind of you, but why should we trouble you? You're too senior.
No.
Is there someone junior who can?
No, I can go.
You are the senior most. I'm sorry, I don't want to trouble you, Mataji. I feel bad. Shri Gandharva Uchuhu Vayam Vibhote Natanatya Bhagayaka Yen Atmamasad Virya Balojasa Kritaha Sa Esha Nito Bhavata Dasham Nimam Kim Utpatasthath Kurusha Kushalaya Kalpate. The inhabitants of Gandharva Loka prayed, Your Lordship, we ever engage in your service by dancing and singing in dramatic performances. But this Hiranyakashipu, by the influence of his bodily strength and valor, brought us under his subjugation. Now he has been brought to this low condition by your Lordship. What benefit can result from the activities of such an upstart as Hiranyakashipu? Shri Charana Uchuhu Hare Tavangri Pankajam Bhavapavargamashritaha Padesha sadhurich Shayas Tvayasuras samapitaha. The inhabitants of the Charana planet said, O Lord, because you have destroyed the demon Hiranyakashipu, who was always a stake in the hearts of all honest men, we are now relieved. And we eternally take shelter of your lotus feet, which award the conditioned soul liberation from materialistic contamination. Shri Yaksha Uchuhu Vayam Anuchana Mukyat Karma Bhiste Manojñais Taiha Diti Sutena Prapita Vahakatvam Satu Janaparipatam Tatkritam Janatate Narahara Upanitaf Panchatam Panchavisham.
The boys are transferring the Lord's feast, and they said in 10 or 15 minutes they'll be ready to serve.
Okay. The inhabitants of Yakshaloka prayed, O controller of the 24 elements, we are considered the best servants of your lordship because of rendering services pleasing to you. Yet we engaged as palanquin carriers by the order of Hiranyakashipu, the son of Diti. O Lord, in the form of Nrishimhadeva, you know how this demon gave trouble to everyone. But now you have killed him, and his body is mixing with the 5 material elements. Shri Kim Purusha Uchuhu Vayam Kim Purushastvam Tu Mahapurusha Ishvaraha Ayam Kupurusho Nashto Dikrita Sadhubhir Yada. The inhabitants of Kimpurusha Loka said, we are insignificant living entities, and you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Supreme Controller. Therefore, how can we offer suitable prayers unto you? When this demon was condemned by devotees because they were disgusted with him, he was then killed by you. Shri Vaitalika Uchuhu Sabhasu Satreshu Tavamalam Yasho Gitva Saparyam Mahatim Labhamahe Yasthama Naishid Vashamesha Durjano Dvishtya Hataste Bhagavan Yatamayaha. The inhabitants of the Vaitalika Loka said, my dear Lord, because of chanting your spotless glories in great assemblies and arenas of sacrifice, we were accustomed to great respect from everyone. This demon, however, usurped that position. Now, to our great fortune, you have killed this great demon exactly as one cures a chronic disease. Shri Kinnara Uchuhu Vayam Isha Kinnaraganas Tavanuga Diti Jaina Vishishtam Unanukaritaha Bhavataharesa Vrijino Vasadito Nrishimhanatha Vibhavaya no Bhava. The Kinnaras said, O Supreme Controller, we are ever existing servants of your Lordship. But instead of rendering service to you, we were engaged by this demon in his service, constantly and without remuneration. This sinful man has now been killed by you. Therefore, O Lord Nrishimhadeva, our Master, we offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Please continue to be our patron. Shri Vishnur Parshada Uchuhu Adhyaitadhi Nararupam Adbhutam Te Drishtam Nasharanad Sarvaloka Soyam Te Vidikara Ishavit Prashaptas Tasyedam Nidhanam Anugrahaya Vidmaha. The associates of Lord Vishnu in Vaikuntha offered this prayer. O Lord, our supreme giver of shelter, today we have seen your wonderful form as Lord Nrishimhadeva, meant for the good fortune of all the world. O O Lord, we can understand that Hiranyakashipu was the same Jaya who engaged in your service but was cursed by Brahmanas, and who thus received the body of a demon. We understand that his having now been killed is your special mercy upon him. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 7th canto, 8th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Lord Nrishimhadeva Slays the King of the Demons. Haribol. Fitting ending. Any questions? Comments? Anyone want to say anything?
It was wonderful.
Nice to hear the Bhagavatam.
From start to finish.
From start to finish. The whole chapter we covered. Okay, I think everybody's out the door except for a few of us funny people here.